During the week leading up to the game, the Shriners were able to raise $3,800 to go towards the hospital in Salt Lake City, which is always a good cause. The North and South met for their annual clash in Casper first quarter. North wearing the brown, South wearing the white. Nice open field tackle by Jared DeGarian of Lusk. He's showing what a 1A player can do, and that Tiger brought out his claws. But on the next possession, the Tiger would get caged. Travis Kalkin of Cody is going to introduce DeGarian to the ground. That's a reminder that this game is not as easy as it looks. On the next play, the first mistake of the game was made. We're not sure who was feeling the pump for the North, but he's probably not going to be doing that again. Baylor Sieg of Douglas recovers the fumble inside enemy territory, and the South was in business once again. They would make the most of it. Ward Anderson of Wheatland is the quarterback, and Jeff Lee of Evanston is the receiver, and he'll drag two defenders into the end zone with him for an 11-yard touchdown. The South has drawn first blood, and they lead 7-0. The North would march and provide an answer. Jim Schellenberger of Natrona would find Jace Jensen of Buffalo on the slant pattern for a 7-yard score. PAT good, and we got ourselves a tie game at 7-7. Moving on, this game had a little bit of everything. Schellenberger's going to get sacked by Blaine Gilbert of Pine Bluffs. That got some momentum, and the score was still tied after the first 15 minutes. Second quarter, the North would bring out the field goal unit. Morgan Heimer of Cody took care of all the kicking duties. He booted two of them, including this 30-yard try. His team takes the lead 10-7. Then the defense would strike. Thad Lane of Cheyenne Central was looking for a receiver, and instead he found Dawson Osborne of Sheridan, the defensive player of the game. This would turn out to be a 25-yard pick six for the North, and they would build on their lead. It's now 17-7. They wanted more. Cole Montgomery of Natrona, he's trying to go around the far side, and then he'll just force his way through the South defense for what would be a 10-yard touchdown run. Things were looking pretty good for the North team as they would go up 24-7. But there was just enough time left before the break for the South to put something together. Anderson's looking deep, and he sees Lee on the run. The Red Devil will haul it in for a 36-yard touchdown play. His team needed that one, and thankfully the South was only down 24-14 heading into halftime. Third quarter, the North would kick another field goal to go up 27-14. The South was trying to respond. Anderson was trying to find Lee again, but this trip to the well came up empty as Zach Will of Sheridan makes the interception. That would stall that drive, but the North would have to punt the ball away because they couldn't do anything with it. The South would do something on their next possession. Anderson throws to Justin Melton of Douglas, and the Bearcat will take care of the rest from 5 yards out. The South is within striking distance, down 27-21. The North would not fold. They took action. Schellenberger and Montgomery are both very familiar with the field conditions because they played on it throughout their careers. They take advantage of that on this play. 27 yards, and the North would take a 34-21 lead going into the final 15 minutes. Fourth quarter, the South needed a turnover, and they'd get it. Lance Ladke of Lusk was a late add to the roster, and he proved his worth running this interception all the way back to the North 6-yard line. However, the South would roll the dice and came away with nothing. You got to cash in after plays like those. Less than 2 minutes to go. The South needs to score twice. Anderson is looking for his favorite target, and that just happens to be Lee. This turns into a 34-yard strike. It's now 34-28. The South did not recover the onside kick, but they would get one last chance. Last play of the game, Anderson and company has to go about 87 yards. They give it a shot, but it was not meant to be, as Jeremy Beeler of Newcastle gets the interception to seal the deal. The North would hold on to a close but good game, 34-28.